Good afternoon, everyone. Hello, Eddie. Hello, the chicken. Hello, Mike. Can't read what you put there. I can read. I read very limited French. Other than that, absolutely nothing. So, let's see. It's just I have days like this. I was sore yesterday too. It'll go away shortly. I have some days that are better than others. I was doing pretty good, and now just all of a sudden got to the point where we're just not doing so good, but it's nothing serious. I didn't do anything to get injured or anything. Hello, Jerry. Thank you. I appreciate the thumbs up. Eddie, I guess you can be a translator then. Sounds good. I haven't driven the van too much to check in. I had to take it to get it registered, and I had to stop at Dollar General to get a screwdriver so I could put the license plate on it. And actually, when I got to the revenue office, I was early for lunch that day. There was just one working. And she had to go to the bank, so sign on the door. Gone to the bank and lunch. So I went to Dollar General, picked up the screwdriver I needed. And then I went and had lunch. Went back to the revenue office. Got it all registered. Went out, put my plate on. Drove home. And that was it for Friday. Yesterday, I went to the post office. And then in the evening, I went to the Harvey Nola fire station for their fish dinner. They had a real good fish dinner last night. I wish I'd asked what kind of fish it was, but it was good. I'm assuming catfish since that's so popular around here. They had two different types of fish, French fries, coleslaw, baked beans. They had a ton of desserts. It was a really good dinner for $10. Hello, Roy and Becky. I got it all registered on Friday. So that's all done now. Yeah, I have a box here sitting on my bed next to me. I shut off my virtual background because I was very distorted in that today. I shut that off. So now you can see Oreo here on top of this box. That wasn't on purpose. But I'm thinking now that maybe I'll start setting a box there every time. Because I'll have a cat on top of a box if I have a box there. Okay, thank you to everyone that's hit the thumbs up. I'm showing 13 and 14 people in here. So that is really good. Well, if Mike really wanted to communicate with me, he'd be typing English. Oh, the DMV in Arkansas is great. And also, I had a certificate from when I went to the doctor so I could get a handicap plate. And if you get a handicap plate or placard, which I got both, I got the plate and I got a placard. You can either do that or you can get 2 placards. So now, if I'm riding with someone, I can take the placard with me, and they can park in a handicap spot. But because I got that, I got a new license also. And on back of license, it said medical code, disability, and it lists my plate number and placard number on there. And they print licenses right there in the office. You don't have to wait weeks for it to come in the mail like you had to in New York and I'm sure a lot of other states. They seem to have it right together here. Yep, that's right, Eddie. Seafood. And everything I saw, I did eat. All right, see, we got Dixie up here now. She's a real sweet cat. Oh, I'm sorry about the audio. Again, it's because I'm right on the edge of where the Wi-Fi goes. Oh, Eddie says it's good there, so maybe it's not my issue here. Hello, Half Acre Homestead Outdoors. Hello, Rebecca. Yep, Jack in the Box. Yeah, you got that right, Eddie. He's always messing with me. And notifications are weird. I forgot whose live it was. Someone's live that I was watching yesterday. They were quite a ways into their live, and all of a sudden they got the notification that they were going live. Yeah, I think he does speak dog. Hello, Rando. Yeah, I'm glad to be out of New York. I love it in Arkansas. Hello, Austin. Okay, that's good to know, Eddie. I know it is possible that it was on my end, but that sounds good. Hello, Ruby. Okay, not a problem. Yeah, my average view time usually is only like 15, 20 minutes, so that's perfectly understandable. I got quite a few new subs. I'm up to 1,207 now. So, let's see. I got 63 new subs. I don't get as many new subs when you guys share me out now, because a lot of your subscribers have already subbed to me, and some of them apparently don't want to sub to me, because on that video, Dino, because on that video of Jeff's birthday party, I think I'm at about 3,400 views on that. So I had a lot more people watch that than subscribe to me. I'm not getting a lot of notification for you to check in. When I go to your channel, I'm seeing that you have videos out that I never got notifications for. And I definitely have the bell click for you. Hello, Yankee Kyle. Yeah, I don't understand all this, how YouTube pushes stuff out. It seems to change all the time. Hey, Superman. Yeah, this is Superman up here. And one jumped across in front of the computer to go. That was Dino. And Dino wants to jump again. Okay, Mike. Yeah, I might send you a text tomorrow. I was going to go to Waldron yesterday, and I ended up not going. But I think I'm going tomorrow. So I'll send you a text if I do and see. It's a good time for you, and I'll catch up with you. Yeah, I haven't been able to figure everything out. I actually looked to see if I could buy the manual for it, but couldn't find one. If you can't find the manual, I'll see if I can download one. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good, Yankee Kyle. Not too bad at all. Hello, Chef. I appreciate your support. Okay, Mike. Yeah, I'll send you a text. Most likely it's going to be in the morning. And thank you, Chef, for the reminder on the thumbs up and sharing this. I appreciate that. I'm hoping the video lasts quite a while. It's got just under 154,000 miles on it. And it's had a lot of work done on it recently. So I have no reason to think that there should be any serious problems with it. Engine and transmission seem to be in good shape. And within the past few months, it's had new tires put on the back. Front tires are good. New alternator, new battery. Almost all the brake parts have been replaced on it. New struts in the front. One of the CV shafts. So it should be in pretty good shape. Hello, Horse Around Farms. Hello, Henry Leslie, Vermont. Yeah, most any vehicle, if it's not up north in the salt, you can easily get 200,000 miles out of that. I actually have had cars in New York. I had one, didn't make it past 135,000, all because of the salt. But down here, cars are in real nice shape. Obviously, I haven't been down on the ground to look under the van, but on the outside of it, there is absolutely no rust at all that you can see. So I'm sure it looks real nice underneath also. Oh, okay, Mike. I love this new laptop. I was able to click on that link and the computer didn't freeze up. And actually, I have 7 tabs open now. On my old laptop, sometimes 2 would freeze it up. 3 tabs open, it would freeze up for sure. Yep, that's right, you check in. Yep, north, if you do see an older vehicle, either it was garaged during the winter for its whole life, or it came from down south and just got up north. Because when I used to go to the junkyards to get parts, I would see cars in there. Some of them would be over 6 or 8 years old. And they'd be marked on a windshield that had good engine, good transmission stuff. And the only thing would be body damage to it from rust. Frame be rusted out and stuff. The only reason it was sitting in the junkyard is running wise, some little car, there was nothing wrong with them. Just frame would rust right out on them. Yep. Rusty Jones. Yep, that's what I've heard, the chicken. I knew a guy years ago that went to Alaska for his honeymoon, and he came back telling about that. And he had some pictures of some of the cars he'd seen up there. He said, ain't using any salt. The cars were all real nice up there. Well, I'm all the way through chat now, so I can start giving some updates. Superman went to the doctor on Thursday. The upper respiratory infection that he had in July never got 100% better. He was 95% better from it. But occasionally he had a runny nose stuff, nothing serious. So I thought eventually it would take care of itself. Well, what happened is he started getting bullied by Batman again. So he started hiding under the sink. And whenever he goes into hiding, he seemed to get sick. And he got real congested again. Nose was running. So I took him back to the vet. And same as last time, she gave him the exact same medicines. She gave him a shot and then gave him an antibiotic. He came home with. I have it right here. Viverflox. He takes a dose of that every day until it's gone. It'll be about 10, 12 days. So hopefully he gets over it completely this time. And she said when that's gone, if he's not 100%, give him a call and she'll prescribe another bottle of that for him. Because sometimes they have to have 2 rounds of that antibiotic and then he should be 100%. And as far as when he goes into hiding, did he get sick? She said it could be 2 things. She said it could be something in the area where he's hiding, and it could be stress. Or he was on the top shelf of a closet last summer. I don't think there was anything up there that would have made him sick. And this time he went under the kitchen sink and behind the furnace. I'm not sure if there's anything back in there that would make him sick or not. But she said stress can do it. The stress will weaken your immune system. So the immune system was keeping him, so he just occasionally had the runny nose, but it wasn't bad. And then when Batman started bullying him, that put him under stress. So she said that weakened his immune system, and that's probably why he got sick. And then on Tuesday, all the boys are going to get neutered. So hopefully that will eliminate the bullying from Batman. Hello, J&B. Yeah, I'm not sure what there was under the sink because I can't see where he was getting back in there. I couldn't even see him. I just saw him going in and coming out, so I knew that's where he was. I couldn't even see where he was, so anything could be under there. But that closet right there by the front door, he was getting up on the top shelf of that last summer. And I don't think there was anything in there that would have made him sick. So I'm thinking that it was the stress that did it. But he's a lot better now. After he went to bed Thursday, he's breathing better. That wheezing that he had is all gone. Today, his nose isn't even running. So hopefully that'll be good. And I'm going to give all the boys a cap action tonight. So any fleas they have on them, it'll kill them. Because if they go to the vet Tuesday with fleas, if they notice any fleas on them, they give them a flea treatment at the vet for any animal that has surgery or staying there overnight, which they'll be doing both. They'll be having surgery and staying the night. So I'll give them the cap action. There's only one of them, Dino, that has any amount of fleas, but I'll make sure none of them have any. So they'll probably be mad at me for a few days. They go in Tuesday morning. They have to be there by 9 o'clock for the surgeries. Then they keep them overnight until they can. Yes, they definitely are staying overnight. In their post on Facebook, they said that all cats will stay overnight. And when I was talking to them on the phone to make the appointment, they said they'd be staying overnight. And also, that's what the vet told me when I took Superman in Thursday. Because I mentioned that the father and grandfather of all these cats, when he was neutered, it took him a little longer to wake up from the anesthesia than it normally does. So I was asking her if that was hereditary and might be any risk to these cats or anything. And she said it might be, but she said they won't be released until they're fully recovered. She said they'll be spending the night to make sure they're recovered. Then they release them Wednesday morning. Hello, Nana Tink. Yeah, I know the last time I had cats neutered, they came home about 3 hours after I dropped them off. Well, the one was closer to 5 hours because he had trouble waking up. But the other two I took just a little before that. I called the same time for all three of them. They could only fit two in. Then they had to wait till the next clinic for the other one. But as soon as they woke up, they sent them home. And then I had another one neutered quite a few years ago. I had to drop him off first thing in the morning. I picked him up just before they closed in the afternoon. And that same vet that I took that one 2 years ago, I took a female there to be spayed. And I think they kept her overnight. I'm pretty sure what they did, they kept the males all day, and the females they would keep overnight. Yeah, I really don't have a problem with spraying. Sometimes they find it more convenient to use something other than the litter box for a litter box. But sometimes that's my fault for not getting the litter box cleaned out as quick as I should. But I'm using pine shavings for litter now instead of the clay litter. And the pine shavings are much cheaper. So I'm able to keep the litter boxes cleaned out now. And I don't have to worry about the cost of the litter. Plus, I like the pine shavings a lot better. Yeah, I'm okay with them keeping them overnight because then they're right there. If there is any complications, they're right there. Hello, Wanda. Hello, hello, Ark Wild Man. My oldest cat. Let me see. My oldest one turned 5 in April, but the age doesn't matter. It says right in their post on Facebook that all the cats will be kept overnight. Thank you, Wanda. Yeah, it's nice to have that. Yeah, that's Dixie. Yeah, because of that van, are they able to go to the post office without being in any pain? The last couple, but it's getting better now that I'm back on my medicine, and it should improve even more over the next week or so. But they would drive the van to the post office, pick up my mail. You know, I didn't have too much there, and then I was able to go to the fire department fish dinner last night. That was very good. So I was glad I could get there. And my trash has been building up because I haven't been able to take it as often as I should be able to. So I was able to get some of that taken today. I'll probably get that finished up in the morning. Yep, that's right, Nana Tank. If they're there, then if there's any problems, they're right there. I'll tell you, I'll say it's cool today. My thermometer didn't read above 62 today. Let's see what Nightbot says. I'm reading 60.6, so 61 right now. A Nightbot saying 59. Yesterday was It's the first time since the morning of May 10th that I've had a pair of jeans on. I've been wearing shorts all summer and up to this point in the fall. But it gets too cold to be wearing shorts now. The only thing is now I gotta go to the thrift stores and see what I can do about getting some new jeans, because I've gained about 20 pounds over the summer. So these pants are really tight on me now. In fact, they're uncomfortably tight. So I'm going to be checking out any thrift stores that I can find in Waldron tomorrow. And then probably Tuesday, I'll head to Mina, see what I can find there. Yeah, it's cool all over. I was watching Josh Sherman's live from Pinecone Fest this morning, and they all had sweatshirts and jackets on and stuff in Texas today. Well, that is northern Texas. In southern part, probably a little bit warmer. Hello, Steve. Oh, I do that in your live sometime. Usually I say hello when I first come in, and then after everyone thinks I've left, then I'll say something again. Oh, yes, I definitely want to get rid of the extra weight. But in the meantime, I'm going to have to get some pants that fit. Yes, it's not bad, Ark Wildman. Um, but this is definitely doable. Yeah, I love the fall colors too. I don't have any choice on buying bigger clothes. Because it's going to be getting colder. I'm going to need pants, and like I say, these are just uncomfortably tight. The ones I have on are 42s, so I'm thinking probably 44 or 46 would fit me. Because when I go to the thrift store, I'm not going to find 44, so I'll get 46, 48, whatever I can, and just have a belt for them. One thing about being cooler, all the cats sleep with me now. I haven't done much driving yet, Wanda. I've done a little bit of local driving. If I'd gotten the van a little bit sooner, I was thinking about going to Pinecone Fest, but that's a 3.5 hour drive. And due to the history of what's been happening with that van, I want to drive it for a week or two locally just to make sure there's not going to be an issue with it. I don't think there's going to be, because the last garage was at, they figured out why the brakes kept locking up on it. So I don't think there's going to be an issue with it. But just, I didn't want to have 3.5 hours off the day after I got it. So I'm just gonna stay local for a week or two, and then I might go out a little bit farther. Okay, Ruby, thanks for being here. Yeah, that could be part of it, J&B. But I wasn't right in the last part of the winter and early spring in New York either. But I'm definitely gonna work on getting rid of this extra weight. Okay, Ark Wild Man. Yeah, that'd be great if you did have something for me. Oh, I know what you mean, Wanda. I had one of those nights last night. I sat right here in my chair and fell asleep till 8:30 last night. I just could not stay awake. Then after a little bit, then I seemed to wake up. I was so tired, but at least I could stay awake. After a while, I gave in and I went to bed. This morning, I had my alarm set for 8:30 because there's a live that I normally watch every Sunday morning at 8:30. Well, I just shut off my alarm and I went right back to bed. I got up about 10 o'clock this morning. So now I'm feeling a lot better. Hello, Hunter. Yep, I know what you mean about being sick, Nana Tank. Well, I'm hoping I can get back to having regular videos out now. I've got some clips taken for my next video. There you go, Steve. Sounds like a plan. I have a phone mount that hooks on my rear view mirror. So it's versatile. It moves around. I set up today so I can have my phone on there recording the drive. So I did a talking drive today. I'll have some of that in my next video. And then I can set it up so I can have the phone so I can see it if I'm using Google Maps on it or anything like that. I seem to like Google Maps. That has been doing pretty good for me. And especially being new to Arkansas, there's some places I know, but there's still a lot of places I don't know. So if I go to one of those places, I have to have directions there. So I can just have that set up, and not so much that I have to look at it, but it's there. So if I do need to look at it, but normally she's pretty good about telling you where to make turns and stuff. So that's good. It's going very well, Wanda. I'm not having any issues with the van. Like I said a few minutes ago, I don't want to take on any long trips right now. I just want to drive it local for a week or two and make sure that the brakes are fine on it and stuff. But I don't think there's going to be a problem because the last garage it was at, they actually did figure out what the issue was with it. So it should be good now. Yep, that's right, Wanda. Yeah, I'm always searching for stuff, and I love the Google Maps. I know it's not 100%, but it's pretty good most of the time. Well, thank you. Thank you, Wanda. Okay, Wanda. I appreciate it. You have a good night. It's nice to have a vehicle now. Like I say, and then if I'm having a bad day or a bad couple days, I don't have to worry about aggravating that by riding my bike. And if I need to go somewhere, I can go. And when I do go to a store, now I can spend more time looking around at stuff. Because when someone takes me, I hate to waste any more of their time than I have to. So if they're going to a store just because I want to stop at that store, I try to grab just what I'm going in for. Don't get a chance to look around at anything. So that'll make it nice. And there's a diner in Waldron, Rock Cafe. I want to go try out their breakfast buffet over the weekend. But I decided to put that off till next weekend. Because I stopped in there Friday for lunch because I couldn't get in the revenue office until after 1 o'clock. And I got there before noon, so I had to do something. So I went to have lunch while I was waiting. And they were pretty busy. And they were saying because of the Bluegrass Festival that they were really busy because everyone from there went there for breakfast on Friday morning. I got there just about noon. And it was still busier than normal, but it was starting to thin out some then. And they were saying from 8 o'clock until just before that, I heard them telling one of the regulars that there was people standing there waiting for a table. And they figured it was going to be like that over the weekend too. So I decided that I'd wait for a while. That's over with now, so. Hello, Radio Man. Hello, Gary. Yeah, thank you, Gary. Really nice to have that. Yeah, you can get lost with a Google Map. Because sometimes you still have to have that sense of direction. You know, there was one time, both the one that was driving me and me both knew that you had to make a left when you went out of the parking lot onto the street. Well, Google Maps was saying turn right. What it was, Google Maps was a little bit behind, and the right was still in the parking lot. That was to turn on to the short road that they had that came in from the street. It would get the short road there until you actually got into the parking lot. They were saying turn right onto that, but we were already on that road and was saying turn right. And it made it seem like it was to turn right on the street. Well, it wasn't. We both knew we had to turn left on the street, so we got that figured out. Well, I know we got some new people in here today. Is there, and this goes for everyone, but I know especially the new people, do any of you have any questions for me? If anyone's got any questions, just go ahead and ask. I am going to be doing, someone commented on one of my videos about when I first started my channel. I talked about the property I had in Tennessee and was wondering what happened with that. I'm going to do a new introduction video And I'm going to have that so when someone first comes to the channel, that would be the video when they first click on. And I'm going to have that to explain everything since I've started my channel. So no one gets confused. I'll explain in there what happened with the Tennessee property and how I got here and why in some of my older videos you're seeing pigs and geese and stuff and now you don't see them anymore. I'll explain all that. So I think that would be good to have that. I'm in Arkansas, Nana Tank. I was originally in New York, and in May I moved from New York to Arkansas. And I love Arkansas. This is the best move I could have ever made. In the next week or two, I'm gonna do that video. I know the ones that have been with me right from the beginning know what's happened. But I keep getting more subscribers, so I know a lot of people are lost, especially if they happen to watch one of my older videos. They're going to want to know what happened in between then and now, so I'm going to explain all that. My cats are Batman, Oreo. I'm trying to do an order from oldest to youngest. Batman's the oldest, Oreo, Daisy, Dixie, and Superman are the same age. And then I've got Fluffy and Dino that are the same age. And I don't see him here. There's another one I haven't introduced yet, but I'm going to introduce him now. And that one's Teddy. Well, JB, I actually had a car about 1.5 years ago. But that car was last drivable in 2019. Up until November 2017, I had a car and a good part of the time multiple cars continuously ever since I graduated high school in 1989. And then in 2017, I started having issues then of being able to keep a vehicle. The one that I was driving in November 2017, it gets completely rusted out. It was a Dodge Neon, and there's not much for them to start with. And where the control arm hooked on the frame, that rusted out. So that was the end of that car. Then I had another car in the spring of 2018. It was a Chrysler Sebring. A friend had it, bought a new car. I asked him what he was going to do with his old car. And he said he was going to junk it. So I told him, whatever you can get for it for junk, I'll pay you that much for the car. And he says, no, I won't do that. I'll give you the car. So he gave me the car. I drove it for about 2 months. Then the motor went in that. And he said, I'm glad I didn't sell you that car. He said, I just had a bad feeling about that car. I knew it was in rough shape. He said, that's why I gave it to you. So that was the end of that car. And then I bought a car for my landlord in 2019. Bought a car from him. It was in rough shape, but it ran good. I paid, I think it was $400 for it. Well, ended up driving that week and a half. And one of the gas lines rusted. It was rusted out, but it wasn't leaking. Then all of a sudden, it wore through, just started pouring gas out of it. So that wasn't drivable anymore. I actually did buy the gas lines for it. Couldn't get them on myself. Couldn't get anyone to help me with it. So the car just sat there. And I'd already put an exhaust system on. Didn't have any exhaust when I bought it, so I had to buy an exhaust system. I had that put on. And I bought 2 snow tires for it. And car quit before I even got the snow tires on it. So then the car just sat there because I couldn't get anyone to fix it for me. And then last year, my landlord asked if I wanted to sell it. And he said what he would do is give me credit for money that I owed him on rent, because I was behind on rent because I was out of work, didn't have the money to pay it. So what he did, he credited me for the amount I paid him for the car, all the parts I bought, the exhaust system, fuel lines, tires, every dime I'd put in the car. It came to approximately $1,000. And then he credited me that much on the back rent. And he took the car and took to the junkyard and got, I don't know, price was up pretty good at that time. He probably got $200, $250 out of it. So that was a good deal for both of us. I'm a little behind here. Okay. Hello, Cheryl T. Okay, Arkwile Man, that sounds good. Okay, I'll be here, that's for sure. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. That would definitely help me out. Be one less thing I have to look for at the thrift store. Clothes are hard to find there. I like to go to thrift stores for household items and stuff. But Clothing is hard to find there in my size. They have lots of clothes. But I have a lot of trouble finding anything that'll fit me, so that's a big help. Thank you. Yes, J&B. Four years with just a bike. Which was working out fine until my back just got so bad that I was having issues riding my bike. No, thank you, Mike. You can keep your old underwear. I'm actually not too bad on socks. Yes, J&B. He was very good with me. Yeah, good thing I got out there when I did. Because shortly after I left, he sold the property. He just couldn't. Well, he'd already moved himself. He was living in the next town over. And he was renting that property out. And he just couldn't deal with the codes in that town anymore. I think what finally did it is when they told him he couldn't have pigs and chickens anymore because the property wasn't big enough. It was over an acre. Between an acre and a half. And code enforcement said couldn't have pigs and chickens on that size property. Well, that was another thing too. Because the one he sold it to was the family, the one that was trying to take the half of his property. Yeah, I know. That's the great thing, Mike. Look at Jan. She's got giraffes. I still think they look more like sheep. She says they're giraffes. Yeah. Good point there, Mike. Yeah, I love that night that she was having a live. And she kept saying that the dog tipped over her wine. And everyone else that was there was telling her, no, you tipped it over. No, the dogs tipped it over. Then they explained to her that she tipped it over. Oh, yeah, that's right, I did. Yeah, he just didn't want the stress of it anymore. Because that was an extremely difficult neighbor. He'd been a problem problem right along. And then the codes in that town are ridiculous. A year ago this past summer, he was mowing lawns, and it gets rains nonstop in New York. Well, he was doing all you could do to get the lawns mowed of his paying customers, and he didn't get his lawn mowed for a couple weeks. It was just about 2 weeks. A code enforcement officer was driving by one day, saw him out in his yard, and he stopped and told him, "You better get this lawn mowed or you're getting a violation mailed to you." It was just ridiculous. I'm just so glad to be out of there. Yep, I think you got it, Mike. She tipped it into her yap. Yep, that's right, Nana Tank. It looks like I got 42 thumbs up now. So that's pretty good. 19 watching. That's really good for me to have that many this far into all my lives. Thank you for being here, everyone. And there's been enough chat tonight to keep this going pretty smooth. Okay, J&B. Thanks for being here. Hello, Sherry Lynn. Well, I don't know if I have anything else to talk about. Anyone else have any questions for me? Should we start picking on Dogman? I think we should. You know, Mike, when you were saying that I wasn't behind you in that video the other day, I did see you way out in front of me when I pulled out of Jeff's driveway. But you just kept pulling away from me. And that road's not safe to go much over 45 miles an hour on. So that's as fast as I was going to go. Yes, I do. I drive a safe speed. You see how bad that road is, but then you drive 80 miles an hour on it. Yep, I was keeping a nice steady 45 miles an hour. A few of the curves had to slow down a little bit for. That's the way I am. Yeah, that's another thing. I've only driven on that road. Well, that was my third time. It was Jeff's birthday when we went over. The day after his birthday, I stopped in to see him. And then Friday when I picked up the van. Yeah, I'll probably increase my speed a little bit after I get used to it. Because when I stop over and pick up the rest of the pieces of the camera, that'll be my fourth time on the road. Yeah, I'll be comfortable on that road. Same thing with this road here. I've only driven it very few times, even though I've ridden with someone over it quite a few times. Road that I'm not familiar driving on, I do drive a little slower on. Hello, Chris. I don't think I saw you earlier. Well, thank you to everyone for being here, and thank you to all the new ones. I've seen several names in here that I've never seen before. I'm assuming you're new subscribers, because I know I got quite a few new subscribers over the weekend. And that's encouraging. Because the more subscribers I get and more views I get in my videos, more it's going to push me to get more videos out. I've already got quite a little filming done for my next video. That should be out tomorrow. You know, if something goes wrong with the editing and uploading, because you never know with that. But hopefully not. Well, if no one else has any questions, I might wrap this up soon. Been on here about an hour and 20 minutes. Have another live Wednesday evening at 10 o'clock Central. Well, thank you, everyone. I appreciate it. Okay, have a good night, Cheryl. I'm going to try to get that video out tomorrow. And we'll see what we can do about getting back to getting videos out every day. That's going to be my goal. I wasn't putting a video out on Sunday because of my live on Sunday. And I don't think I'm going to try to put a video out on Wednesday because of my Wednesday live. But within the next couple weeks, I want to get back to putting 5 videos a week out. That's my goal. Okay, thank you everyone for the support. I appreciate it. Have a good night, everyone.